Let's get into it. Yo, cut that shit out. Oh, can I hear me on the mic for that?
I don't even know. Oh, you actually hit record?
Yes, I have.
Your cat is playing with a ball.
Yeah, my cat is making a lot of noise in the background, so apologies in advance.
If you can hear it, yeah.
But suddenly she wants to come out and play. Normally she's
showing because I've turned up. She's showing up.
She's showing up. I think because Luna's not here, so she's just like, I got the place to myself. I can fuck around and do what I like.
Yeah, could be. It's like a proper disco little ball down.
I can't look at that shit straight on. Like, it gives me a headache. I don't know how she does it. But,
they don't see colours.
They don't. Welcome to everybody to the Betwixt Ideas Podcast, episode 22.
Is it 22?
22.
I say this every episode. I go, is it this? Is it actually 22?
Literally like 2 minutes, you're like 20. It's 22, isn't it?
It's 22.
I'm your host, the Moshak. I'm feeling a little bit because I had to go back to work today, and I've just been playing a lot of Tiny Tina's Wonderland, and it's pretty good. And what else have I been doing? My Easter was fine, but we get into that later. How you doing, Jamie? My co-host over here, Jamie.
Yeah, I'm
How you
good.
feeling?
I'm good, man. Sort of echoing what you're saying. Like first day back at the old grindstone. The old mill.
The mill. The rock quarry.
The quarry. The mine.
That's crazy though. That was like what in the 20s? Jesus Christ. So that was in the 20s, right? They used to do the rock quarry. The 30s?
Bro, we had mines in this country, didn't we?
Yeah.
Like you go to the coal mine.
Yeah, and then
honest day work.
That all got taken away in the 80s. Fuck you, Thatcher. If you mention Thatcher to like anyone, like I'll say like at least over 50s from like Labour Party, they are very, very upset. I was speaking to someone at my workplace, right? We're going to this political debate. This is like a year ago or 2 years ago now.
I can't even do those, man.
It just kind of ended up having like I wasn't like obviously my heart isn't really that attached to politics. I'm very much.
I'm not. I gave up a long time ago on politics.
Yeah. I don't give a shit either. But like it's one of them ones where I'll just let man speak and I'll just take it in and I'm just like okay.
To be honest, that's sometimes the best way to like learn.
Yeah. And like he's from like the old school, like proper like old school Labour people, so like the 80s and shit. And like I was talking to him about like. What was it? Just because it was 2019, so it was when the election was coming up, and he was just like really ripping into like fucking Thatcher, the devil, that fucking witch. I'm like Jesus Christ. Hear me? I'm just sipping my flipping rum and coke, just like,
yeah.
Riveting. Like what am I supposed to say? I wasn't born.
Yeah. If you say so, yeah.
Like I wasn't born for that shit. Like obviously I know what she did, and like, obviously she kind of fucked up a lot of working class people. But
she has her supporters and she has her haters. I mean, I think any person in any political power has their haters and has their supporters. The way I see it, being a politician, in general, it's a lose-lose situation. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Honestly, she's under the chair. Don't worry, she ain't gonna do anything crazy.
She going mad?
She's going crazy. Fucking time for zoomies, I guess. But anyway, yeah, man. It was just really awkward. But like, I walked away thinking like, I guess you've met a lot of things to people, all kinds of people. So
as I said, people had their haters. People have their supporters.
Yeah.
Same with anything.
Pretty much.
Same with anything.
How's your Easter, man?
Yeah, man. Do you know what? Easter is a weird time of the year.
Yeah, a little bit. Like
I don't understand it fully. Like I understand like the religious connotations of it, but why the fuck do we get chocolate eggs?
Listen, man.
Commercialism?
It is commercialism, man. Someone just said we need a spokesperson for Easter. That's not Jesus-y,
But Jesus is a spokesperson for Christmas.
Yeah, but I guess
but you have Santa Claus as well, don't you?
There you go. See, they don't want a religious icon.
So we need a humanoid bunny that hides eggs.
Do you do like Easter egg hunts in your family?
As a kid, I did. Yeah.
Yeah. See, apparently Olivia still does it with her family from time to time. But
really,
I've never done that shit.
I did when I was a child, like young, not like.
Yeah.
Not like an older kid, if that makes sense. But like, it's a weird time of the year. Like we get I don't know about other parts of the world, but obviously we get like several days off over Easter, which is nice. It's nice to have a long weekend. It's nice to sort of recharge over a long weekend. You have 2 shorter working weeks, which is great, which feels nice. I mean, didn't really particularly do anything over the Easter. Sort of
nothing crazy. Like you didn't fly out or anything.
No, a
crazy.
lot of people tend to go away, don't they, for like the long weekend or anything. So, I mean, personally, just chilled, man. Just sort of recharge the batteries and sort of, I don't know, just sort of. Well, I wanted to do like some of my own personal work and stuff, but like when you're just relaxing, when you have time off and you just want to relax, you want to chill, it's difficult.
I'm at that point now where I do appreciate the silence, just the little things, you know what I mean?
Sunken Place.
No,
do you know what that's from?
Yeah. That's a good movie. Shout out to Jordan Peele.
It's a very good film.
Whoa.
Damn.
I am very sorry. I didn't think that was going to be that big. I covered my mouth thinking it was going to be a very...
Shaq's been drinking a cider.
Yeah, I got cider right here.
So he's a bit fucked.
Recording.
No, you drink a lot of that,
I drink really quickly.
That's not a good thing.
It's not a good thing. That's why I end up getting very, very pissed quite quickly.
And you're a big guy.
I used to be a heavy drink, not a heavy drinker. I used to be a heavyweight in terms of drinking, but now can't do it. Literally 3 glasses of wine. I want to go to bed. Wine kind of can knock you sideways though. Yeah, I just honestly after my 3rd glass, I'm like, I'm going to sleep. But
I'm not a big drinker now anyway. So, what did you do over your Easter? Like, just play some games, watch some TV.
Play some games. I went on a date. We went on a couple dates. It was pretty fun. So
nice.
First place we went to. Where did we go to? Fuck.
We're talking a few days ago.
Yeah. No, my memory is really fucked. I know we went to see a movie. No, did I see? No, I saw Sonic the other week, so I didn't.
We literally spoke about that last week.
Sorry.
Oh my god!
What the fuck did I do on Wednesday? Because I was off like 2 days before.
Yeah, you had a few You had a few more days off because you took them off, didn't you?
Yeah, that's what we did. So we're on a date. We went to go see a movie. I think it was like The Lost City. It's like a really cheesy...
it's a new... Oh yeah, I've seen it advertised with Sandra Bullock, Channing Tatum.
Yeah, Olivia really, really loves Sandra Bullock. Like,
she's
really
a good
loves
actress.
No, she's a good actress. Shout out to her, man. She's cool.
Miss Congeniality.
Yeah.
Banging film.
Yeah, she's really good. And what's the other film she did? It's not Blindside, is it? The one where she's like takes in that footballer guy.
I do not know. She was in Bird Box as well. That
was a cool film. That was a really cool film.
She seems to be in quite a few things. Like she's not really tied down to anything. Like she does do that comedy sort of thing. Damn.
Yeah, she's not typecasted or anything. Let me see. Sandra.
Sandra. She's sort of a...
That's it. The Blind Side. Yeah. This film. It's like a sports drama.
Yeah, I don't know that film.
Yeah,
but no.
Olivia really loves this film, so
I mean, I see 1 star by The Guardian.
Damn. Fuck The Guardian.
The less we say about that, the better.
So
fair though.
We saw that, and then we went out for a few drinks, out and about, like some cocktails, some stuff at Slug and Lares. Slug and Lares is pretty cool, man. Yeah. Hello, baby.
Kirby's come to say hello.
Are you a bored cat or what? You don't want to sit on me?
You want to sit? I thought you wanted to sit on me.
I thought she wants attention. That's why she's meowing everywhere.
She was meowing.
Oh well.
Anyways, but so you had a nice break then.
Yeah, it was a nice break. What was I watching? I just chilled really. When I think about it, I ate a lot of chocolate. I regret that because
I've eaten a lot of chocolate as well. I've still got a lot more to eat as well.
I didn't want any Easter eggs, but Olivia was like, "What Easter egg you want? What Easter egg you want?" I was like, "Fuck it, I'll just take that one."
What did you get?
Oreo, very basic bitch type egg, and a twirl egg.
Okay.
But I don't know. It's just like one of the ones. I'm like, I'm not gonna eat all this chocolate. Like, I'll eat like half this egg, and I'll feel like I want to throw up. Like, I can't do it.
I've had like 5 eggs, man. I haven't
Oh,
eaten
you got
5
them?
eggs. I've got 5 eggs.
Damn. So that's like an egg from literally...
Parents, girlfriend's parents.
Wow. Damn.
Girlfriend.
Crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. I just want to get through it so I can just... I want to try and be on a bit of a healthier thing in the summer.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm so fucking bad at dieting. I messaged
you the other day. You didn't actually respond to me.
Oh,
I cycled to the gym for the first time.
Oh shit! How was that?
Fucking hell, it's hard, man.
Yeah, I can imagine. So if you're like here,
cycling is no. Cycling is hard, man.
Get off my foot, you dumb bitch! Sorry, my cat attacked my foot for no reason.
Cycling is difficult, bro.
It is. Like, you've got a mountain bike, which is steady, just normal.
No, it's a fucking road bike. So bearing in mind, it's my dad's road bike. My dad knows nothing about cycling, but he bought it during the pandemic so he could get to work because he couldn't work from home, so he would cycle to work.
Fair enough.
Fair play. Like, I rate it. So the seat is too high. My feet cannot touch the ground. My dad thinks your feet shouldn't be able to touch the ground when you're cycling.
Oh, has he put the seat up really high?
Bro, literally, I'm cycling and I can't stop. I have to like jump off the bike to stop.
Well, do you have brakes?
Yeah, but like, if you brake, you just fall over once you come to a stop. I mean, like, physically.
Don't you like pump it a little bit? Pump the brakes?
No, that's what I'm saying. But once the bike comes to a stop, it will just fall over. Because I can't put my legs out to support myself. I crashed into a bin. Not badly or anything. Just like the front wheel just hit like someone's wheelie bin.
Oh damn!
They didn't see or anything.
I bumped into a pole with my car. Like I reversed back, and it's one of those ones where I didn't apply the brake hard enough.
And you just caressed the pole.
Yeah, let's say that.
That sounds a bit.
Yeah. Maybe it was laughing at me. I was
so your back off caressed the pole.
Metaphorically speaking, yes. But some of them ones where it's like, it's a little thing.
Fuck it, man. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't
can't work.
The car works.
Fuck it. Who cares?
Some of them ones I'm like, yeah, I'm not a good driver. I'll be honest. Like I'd say on this podcast, I am not a great driver. I passed my test on a fucking whim.
Fuck it, man. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter, but I know I'm shit.
You will never drive as good as you did on the day you passed your test. That's for every single person on the planet. Unless you're like fucking like Lewis Hamilton and stuff like that. Obviously, like your driving skills are elite.
Yeah, mine is driving as a profession, but like if you're just a regular driver, then
you will just stop saying regular.
I'm sorry.
If you're the average Joe. Your Bill blogs or whatever, Joe blogs or whatever the fuck it is, like
John Smith,
John Doe, John Doe is when someone's dead, innit?
Yeah, Jane
John Doe, woman.
Jane Doe, John Doe, yeah.
But yeah, you will never drive better than on your driving test.
No, it's true. I don't know how well I drive on my driving test. If I took
my driving test now, I'd fail.
Oh, easily.
I think most people would.
Oh yeah, the amount of times where I'm like, I should check my mirror twice. But some of them ones where I'm at this point where I'm driving, it's like I kind of know.
Do you cross your arms when you're turning the wheel? Do you actually feed it?
Oh, I don't feed it. Fuck that.
That's what I'm saying.
I drive with one hand.
Yeah, you fail.
Sometimes what do I do when I'm driving? I'll be like leaning back.
Fail.
I don't check my mirrors twice sometimes.
Fail.
There's times where I'm like, I've been driving and I can't remember what I've been doing for the last 10 minutes.
Oh, I do that. I just randomly, like, I'm at a place. I'll be like, I don't remember driving through this area.
Like, I remember, this is when I was, like, going for it during, like, not only was it, this is when I was really going therapy. So I was going for it. So you can imagine my mental health was just terrible. I remember I drove somewhere and the last thing I can remember is I got in my car and then I was already pulled up to my house.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you what that journey was.
I've had a few journeys, maybe not as like lengthy as that, but I've had portions of journeys where like I know the route so well that like you kind of just like. This makes us sound like fucking reckless drivers, but you kind of just tune out for like 5 minutes.
You're on autopilot.
Yeah.
There's times where I was supposed to be going somewhere and I end up going to like Olivia's house and I'm like, oh shit.
You're here already, yeah.
No, I wasn't even meant to be at Olivia's house. I ended up just driving in the direction of her house, and it took like Olivia's. Like,
I've done that. I've done that before. When I go into work, I have a choice of 2 car parks.
Yeah.
Usually, I pick one car park over the other because my gym is by my work.
Yeah.
So when I go to the gym in the morning, I go to one car park. When I go to work, I go to another car park.
Got you.
It depends on because of the day rates. I want to pay less. A few weeks ago, I I was driving. I was gonna go to the car park I park when I go to the gym, and the next thing I knew, I was at the car park when I would go to work. Doesn't matter. Like it's like a difference of like 50p, but like if you calculate that every single day,
it works up.
It's a lot of money. But like I don't remember driving to that car park.
I think the moment where I knew it was a problem is when this is when I was still playing Steel Pan. So this is a long time ago. 2000 and I want to say 2016, 2017.
Oh well, okay. I thought you gave up way before then, but fair.
It was around 2018. I think that was my last time playing Pan because it was just
not that long ago.
It's not. It feels like a decade ago because
because we've gone through so much over the last 2 years.
Yes, a last kind of like quarter or whatever. But I had to drive to Essex, so there was like a gig in Essex, right? And my friend Marlon, shout out to Marlon, tasked me like, all right, we're gonna put these people in your car. Drive up. I'll give you £50 for the gas. Whatever. Boom, boom, boom.
Nice. Don't say gas, bro.
I'm too American. I'm sorry. Fuck. But yes, he said he'll pay for my petrol. I'm like, cool. I'm also hopped in the car now. I'm driving. I got to maybe like where I used to live. I got to Brixton, and I was like, all right, cool. I blinked and I was in Battersea. I was sitting on the Battersea Bridge. I'm like, oh shit.
This makes us. We're going to wake up tomorrow from letters from the DVLA saying we are suspending your license.
I was like, there's a lot of responsibility outside his windshield that I haven't been paying attention to for the last 10 minutes.
You're right when you said it earlier. It's like autopilot.
It is autopilot.
It's like you just I don't know. I think that also makes you like a competent driver when you can you're so. Not like chill, but like you're so sort of like you're so in tune with driving
that you pretty much do things on instinct.
Like my granddad, like he doesn't drive anymore. But when he did, like for his job, he used to travel up and down the country for years. So we're talking like 20, 30 years.
Yeah.
Like he would say that he would often fall asleep on the motorway. Not for like lengths and lengths of time, but
like for like 10 seconds.
No, like for a few minutes.
Oh fuck!
But because he's just going in theory, just a straight line.
That is true. Yeah, like
his cognitive functions like kicked in and just like steadied the wheel.
But back in those days, like the motorway like
probably wasn't
as busy. Yeah, so you could probably put your feet up a little bit and close your eyes.
Not literally, but
not obviously, but
we're talking figuratively.
Figuratively, you could probably chill and you won't fucking end up like Christopher Reeves, but
oh, that was poor.
I'm going to hell. Anyway,
that was poor.
Let's get into one of our. Let's get into it,
let's
man.
Let's get this started. Let's get it started.
Let's get it started in here. You know what? Have you heard the real title?
What?
Have you heard the real chorus to that song?
No.
I can't say it.
Oh, I have heard that.
Yes. That did not age well.
That is ridiculous, isn't it? Yeah. It's so for people that don't know what the actual. It's not started.
And
if you were to take a stab at it, you wouldn't guess it because it actually makes very little sense in today's world.
Yeah, today it would not fly at all.
It's a synonym
for a person that is.
No. Back then, it was a synonym for going wild.
Bananas. Ape shit.
Yeah.
Nuts.
But now it's not. But the less we say about it, the better. If you want to know, Google it and then think, will.i.am, are you a good person?
Yeah, we're not doing that right now. What we are doing right now, we've got to talk about the God, the GOAT.
Eminem?
No.
Oh. Jay-Z?
One day.
Kanye?
Debatable. Nah, he's a guy. He made some great albums.
Dre?
Oh, close. We're getting there.
Am I getting there? Am I warm?
We're warm.
Guys, I actually know, but it's a nice guess. Kendrick Lamar?
Yeah! Kendrick Lamar, baby! Listen, yesterday, as of recording this podcast, right, so we're recording this on the 19th of April. So the news came out 18th of April.
And you're listening to this
On
whatever the Friday is, 22nd.
Yeah.
So it's relevant.
Relevant news, guys. We're not out of touch.
We're not old.
We're not late to the party. Kendrick Lamar dropped us a date for his upcoming album.
Now, I'm not in tune with this as much as you are. Was this a complete surprise?
Yes.
Because to me, it was a complete surprise.
Complete surprise.
So we didn't even... Did we know he was working on something?
We've heard little rumours that he's working on album.
But nothing concrete.
It's coming soon, you know.
But nothing concrete.
Nothing concrete. We didn't have a date or an idea. The best thing we knew is that was coming out this year. That's all we knew.
Was that more of an optimistic thing rather than an official thing?
I'll say both. I'll say half and half.
Was that like a penciled in date?
We'll say half and half. I think we heard from insiders that...
I was unaware of this because I'm not in tune with stuff like that.
Listen, I've been on the albums dropping hype train for a long time. So much. I think I got off that train maybe what I want to say beginning of this year. I got off the train ages ago. I was like, yeah, this is too much for my heart to handle. And then Kendrick just comes out and just says, hey, May 22nd.
Soon.
Is it May 22nd?
Soon. Yeah, I think it is, yeah.
Was it May? No, what is it?
It's definitely May. When you said May 22nd, it sounded right to me.
23rd.
May
13th. Oh, pardon me.
Is that a Friday?
Oh.
Because he would do weird shit like that.
Well, to be fair, a lot of...
It is a Friday.
Well, the thing is, though, a lot of artists nowadays have the Friday drop. It used to be the Tuesday drop.
You're right, yeah.
The Tuesday or Wednesday drop. But now they do the Friday drop, so what it does is that you get on Friday...
I think a lot of media places do Friday drops now.
Yeah,
like games, movies...
Yeah.
Even TV shows, when like the first episode airs, it's usually like a Friday is like the weekend.
Yeah, it's
like
Friday,
Saturday,
get
Sunday.
in,
yeah,
and like you can do whatever you want to do. So yeah, so that's gonna be the Friday drop. I know Pusha T's coming soon as well. I think Pusha T's coming this week, Friday. Which I'm fucking excited for because Daytona was hard. Loved Daytona.
But it's been a hot second
for Kendrick, man. It's Damn came out, and I remember when Damn came out.
I want to say 2016
to 2017.
2017. Okay.
I was still working in the gym.
Yeah, I remember I was at Superdry at the time.
Wow.
I remember my boys at Superdry, which I don't talk to anymore, which is sad. But my boys at Superdry, we were gassed when this album came out. Damn.
I was. I think I was off sick. I was actually legit off sick that day, and I literally woke up, I just threw on my headphones, and I was blown away. I was like, holy shit.
It is my favourite Kendrick album. I know there's a lot of people out there that like To Pimp a Butterfly. Yeah. Understandably so. It's a great album.
I've bought that album at least 3 times.
I actually own all of Kendrick's albums, yeah.
Yeah, same. Like the only one that I haven't got physical is Section 80.
Do you know what's actually weird? I think he's the only artist where I own every single one of their albums.
Yeah.
Like actually physically own.
I don't own every Outkast album. I'm a huge Outkast fan.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like...
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I wouldn't... For me, I enjoy Kendrick's work. I think he's fantastic. But he's not my boy. You know who my boy is?
Dave.
No, Eminem, bro.
Oh, well, you do talk a lot about Dave,
yeah.
so like...
Yeah, at the moment, because
that's your current boy, right?
That's my current boy.
There you go. No,
but Eminem is like, man, Eminem's GOAT.
We used to talk about Eminem all the time. Like...
Just makes me sad.
But no, the new album, man. I don't know what to expect. The title, what was it called again? Mr. Morale.
That's like
Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers.
That's not how you spell moral. That's morale.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Do you know what? There will 100% be like loads of like theories on what this fucking like name.
Yeah, I mean,
like if you think about it, the title of the album is usually a track on the yeah,
it's a title. Like you got title tracks.
So we can expect this to be a track.
Hopefully. Then again, there wasn't a Damn song on Damn.
Was there not?
There wasn't To Pimp a Butterfly song
That's a good point.
There was Good Kid and Mad City on Good Kid, Mad City, but there were 2 separate tracks. There was Good Kid at the beginning, and you had Mad City. It was like, man down, where you from, nigga? Fuck.
That's a good point. He actually doesn't do that. A lot of artists do though.
Yeah, they do.
It's like, as you said, the title track.
But I don't know what to expect from this, man.
Well, as you were just saying, it sounds like it could be like a bit of a funky kind of vibe.
It does sound like a funk album. Like it does sound like some sort of.
I mean, we've heard him do kind of like jazzy, funky tunes before.
Yeah, To Pimp a Butterfly was
Very jazzy, very funky.
all funk and jazz. What's that squeaky noise? Is that you snoring?
I don't know. No, it might be me moving around.
Oh, never mind.
I don't know.
Yes. Anyway.
Sorry.
No, it's alright. It's alright.
No,
I don't know
sorry to them.
I don't know what to expect, man. This is crazy because, like, listen, I'll keep it real, guys. I'm a bit of a Kendrick fanboy.
Yeah, you are.
I am a very objective Kendrick fanboy, meaning that I don't get caught up in everything. Sometimes I bring it back, I dial it back, but I am a big fan of his. I've been listening to him since Rigor Mortis. Now it's way back. That was like 2011.
Yeah, I wasn't a massive fan of his until To Pimp a Butterfly. I think he really become the artist he was going to become when To Pimp a Butterfly dropped. There's hints of it in his previous work, admittedly, but
Good Kid, Mad City was definitely the album that put him on the map.
yes, but it was for me. It wasn't the style that I gravitate to.
Yeah,
To Pimp a Butterfly was out there. The message, I like the messages in it. Like I like the content. Like you can tell that every track really had thought and meaning behind it.
Even like the throwaway tracks on the fucking Untitled Unmastered album was really good.
Yeah.
Like holy shit, how do you have your leftovers be a good enough album as well? That's crazy.
That is the mark. Do you know what? Like people go, what's the mark of like a GOAT? That is the mark of a GOAT. When their leftovers, their throwaways are better than people's main tracks.
That's insane.
It's true though, isn't it?
It's insane.
It's when people have a body of work that you've never heard before. Like people like, you know, there's like so many like unreleased Michael Jackson songs.
Oh, Prince and all those people got.
But you know they're going to be bangers. If they ever come out, if they ever saw the light of day, they're probably very raw and unmastered and everything. They're probably not mixed properly. They're probably very raw sounding. But you know they're going to bang.
I just want to have a little detour on just that as well, just for 2 minutes. So I'm not going to go too far on this. I kind of don't really like the idea of people going into artists' vault and just grabbing songs and throwing them on CDs. Like, oh, we got the unreleased blah, 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 cut of this and that.
That's what happens when someone dies.
I hate it, you know. I'm not a fan of posthumous work.
Kind of had it with a bit of Michael when he died.
They grave robbed Michael.
Well, yes and no. He was like halfway doing an album, wasn't he? It was unfinished, and then like loads of artists jumped on and finished it.
Yeah,
which
fine. That's fine.
That's fine. But like equally, if they went, we're just gonna kill this album. We're not gonna put it out for respecting like Michael.
Yeah, because
that's understandable as well.
But I hate it because
I don't actually mind that track. Love Never Felt So Good with Justin Timberlake.
I like that song. It's a good song. What? Like I think it was because when I started really listening to hip hop, obviously you got Tupac and Biggie's posthumous work, which is decent. It's got some bangers in there. And I started listening to Jay Dilla's posthumous stuff, and it starts off really cool. But I got tired because I'm like, every like few years, I'm like, we got some unreleased Jay Dilla beats. Just throw them on. I was like, I don't really want to hear any more Jay Dilla beats like that is unreleased and he never truly finished. That's just me. I love Jay Dilla, and I can't stand when people are just grave robbing this motherfucker out of all his beats. Like, you know, the part when I knew it was getting too far is when Drake got that Michael Jackson feature on that album. That's when I knew it was like, all right.
How much he paid for that?
A lot of money. I'm like, all right, slow the fuck down. This is the worst. They really fucked up Michael Jackson's voice on that song. Like, it sounds terrible. They thought that was going to be a smash hit, but everyone was like, nah, this ain't
it's
it.
It's weird. It's just weird, isn't it? Realistically, it's weird.
They do it with, it happens a lot in hip hop. They do it with Pimp C. They do it with fucking, they've been doing a little bit with Juice WRLD as well. Yeah,
there are a few bits with Juice WRLD, yeah.
And they did
what's the...
Pop Smoke?
What's the... Yeah.
XXXTentacion.
That's the guy I was thinking of, yeah.
They really fucked up this man's catalog.
I mean, because they were huge. They were absolutely huge.
They were big.
They died before they're meant to die.
Yeah, they didn't really reach their peak.
So people go, shit, we still need to make money off these guys.
I feel sorry for people
labels,
who are fan of it.
It's the labels.
It's the labels. But it's also like you see like their parents of like, oh, so and so would have wanted to put this album out. You know, this is what he wanted. How do you know?
But then why isn't it out then?
Man, listen, man.
If the work was 90% done before they died, then why isn't it out?
Like, look,
do you know what I mean?
I understand. Like, I'm not saying like I'm on the level of these artists. Like, I'm a bit of a creative. I know the idea of like I don't want to put things out before it's done.
Yeah, you want it 100% done.
Yeah, like I've made beats. I make videos on YouTube. I know what it's like when you're like, I don't want to fuck this up. I want to put out when I know it's ready to go out.
Yeah, of course.
And what are you doing? Sorry, my cat again. Pardon me.
She's being bad today.
She's being really bad. What you want? Do you want to sit up here? Come.
Sit on your dad.
There you go.
And chill.
Chill. There we go.
Sleep.
But I understand it, man. I don't even want everyone to hear. Oh, we would love to hear this work and whatever. Just leave it alone. Leave it alone, man.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta leave someone's legacy to what it is.
Let it chill. Like, listen, it's sad that they passed away due to unseeable circumstances, but if they didn't say to okay this work to put out, then don't put it out. Like with Mac Miller, it's different because I know that was only one album, and he was more or less finishing that up.
Yes.
That's still a very devastating loss in hip hop music, because Mac Miller was very talented.
He would have been massive.
Really talented.
I mean, he was massive.
He was massive. Like
he would have been massive.
I really feel sorry for him, man. Because he was just going through a lot, and it's just sad to see him pass away like that. It's just devastating. Like, rest in peace, Mac Miller. Sorry, I know I got a bit, dreadful there. Pardon me.
Let's bring it back to
Let's
Kendrick for a bit.
Bring it back to Kendrick. Just a minute. I know I said I was going to be like 2 minutes.
You said 2 minutes about 10 minutes ago.
Pardon me. I'm excited because each album Kendrick's brought a different sound. He's brought a different flavor. Section A had a nice little taste of like a bit of electronic stuff here and there, bit of some interesting sounds. Good Kid, Mad City was a little bit more pop centric, but not too pop centric. They put it in a little bit just to get people in, but people stayed for like the narrative, the story, and the rapping. To Pimp a Butterfly, he just said, "Fuck it, you're getting funk music. You're getting what I want.
You get my passion project.
This is the passion, passion project."
But like, not just like a wild passion project, like something that has deep meaning.
Yeah.
Like I think I don't know if it was the last podcast or the podcast or one of the podcasts before, we spoke about his how much a dollar cost. Song.
Yeah, good song.
Like, that is a ridiculously like deep track.
Oh no,
I mean, I know every song on that album is a ridiculously deep track.
Yeah, there are a lot of good songs. I think my favorite song is definitely You. You. That song. It's so dark, but I love it. It's it's like a darkness that is uncomfortable, but it's like the good kind of uncomfortable, where it's so raw and like just like transparent.
This is why I like Dave, by the way.
Yeah, I've been listening to. I started off on the Psychodrama album. It's good. Good album. Really good album. Continuing off with my UK stuff, so I'll give you more updates later on. Or unless I can talk about it at the end. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this podcast goes. I might throw it in and see what I've been doing.
Yeah, man. We'll see.
But Kendrick's been giving us a lot of sounds. Like, Damn was very cool.
There was a lot of
trap sounds.
There was a lot of trap. I was gonna say it. Do you remember there was the whole kind of like. There was like. Damn, and then there was like a second. Was it Damnation?
There was a thing about how there's going to be a second album,
and it was going to be like the track list was reversed.
Oh, so he released a special edition where the track list is
not
reversed.
Literally reversed, like as in like track number 10 was track number 1. I can't remember.
No, it is literally like the last track is the first track.
Reverse.
Yeah, like
I don't mean like that.
Kendrick fans really be trying to.
Oh, there was like conspiracy theories a whole.
That's what I mean. It's like you guys embarrassing us, man. Because like,
I did get caught up in the hype at the time because for me, Damn is his best album. I know, as I did say, people would argue to Pimp a Butterfly, which is a fair argument. Like, I don't think there's a right or wrong answer in that.
I would say it's his worst one, but that's not even saying it's bad. It's still a very good album.
Damn is his worst album?
Yeah, I would give it.
I love Damn.
I love Damn, but when I go back to Pimp a Butterfly, and I go back to even fucking Section 80, this motherfucker don't miss.
Well, I don't think he's missed at all.
He don't miss.
As I said, I think Section 80 and Good Kid, Mad City, for me, I don't think resonated with me, which is, I think that's a fair enough.
Yeah, I was in the.
I don't discredit the work. It's still good work. But To Pimp a Butterfly and Damn, to me, they're two of the best hip hop albums.
Damn got a Pulitzer. And
yeah, it did.
To Pimp a Butterfly got the Grammys and stuff, but who gives a fuck about the Grammys?
I mean, to be perfectly honest with you, I don't really care about like all the accolades that they can win. Like, the best accolade an artist can win is
the people.
The people.
Listen, man, when you got the people, you got it. Like, you ever heard of a rapper called Sean Price?
No.
Sean Price. Listen, he may not have had a Grammy, but he had the people, and
that's all you need.
No, listen, like if you go on...
Let's face it here, hip-hop has never been well represented at the Grammys.
Never, man. Listen, Will Smith had to like protested the Grammys. I know it's about Will Smith again, but it's very relevant because there was a moment in time where the Grammys...
He didn't slap anyone, did he?
He should have slapped someone. Will Smith should definitely slap someone.
If he wasn't going to slap someone at an award show, it should have been at the Grammys.
It definitely should have been at the Grammys because they weren't representing hip-hop properly, and a lot of people
no, what was that year when
the Grammys
when because they do like best Grammy for hip hop now, don't they?
Don't tell me it's 2012 or 2013.
Was it when Macklemore won over, who was it over? Was it Kendrick?
He won over Kendrick.
To Pimp a Butterfly.
Good Kid, Mad City.
Okay.
So, but the thing is though, like as much as Macklemore had a hot year,
don't get me wrong, Macklemore's his pop stuff.
The Heist was good. It was a good album.
Yeah, I was gonna say his pop stuff. If that's all you've heard, that's not all Macklemore. Macklemore is much better than just his pop stuff.
I don't hate Macklemore. It's that
I mean, Thrift Shop fucking
Thrift Shop's a banger.
Yeah, but I mean, overplayed. Overplayed.
And Can't Hold Us was overplayed as well. In the scene I can't hold us.
Yes. Yeah.
Listen, man, I don't hate Macklemore. But I'm going to say something that I probably shouldn't say. He has too much white guilt. And that is a hateable offense in my book. Because you can be in hip-hop. You can be a white dude in hip-hop. Eminem, LP, R.A. the Rugged Man.
Have you seen Eminem on Mike Tyson's podcast?
No, I haven't. I heard Mike Tyson's podcast is fire.
Yeah, Hotboxing.
He'd be dropping like super duper knowledge on that podcast.
It's called Hotboxing.
I got
Which, fantastic
name. Shout out Mike Tyson.
But he says Eminem is the only white guy who knows what it's like to be a...
Yeah. Well,
Eminem don't know what to do with that, by the way.
Yeah, no.
It's a fantastic clip to watch, and he goes, he doesn't know what to say to it. But what do you say to that?
What do you say? You can't say shit to Mike Tyson. That's Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson's like, what, 50, 60 years old? I still wouldn't fight Mike Tyson.
If he was dead, I wouldn't fight him.
I wouldn't fight him. I wouldn't even fight him in the afterlife. Fuck that. Nah. But,
he's a GOAT.
He's a GOAT. Go shout out Mike Tyson. He's a GOAT, man. Honestly, I watch Mike Tyson clips like a lot just to get myself hyped. It's like, I'm the best ever. I'm an animal.
Do you know what? Off topic, I love boxing, and like Mike Tyson is generally one of the best boxers I have never watched his fights because we're too young to watch his fights.
You didn't watch them at the time
but like watching his fights now on like YouTube or whatever, like
because his prime was like what 88 to like 92, 93, one of those ones. We didn't
exist.
No, we were still on our father's nutsacks. We didn't know what the fuck boxing was. But going back,
we boxing up the other sperm though to win.
Exactly, fam. Fuck those sperms. I won. You know, Troy. I beat you in the race, Troy. Now you want a tissue, Troy.
but what if like there was an Evil Shaq and you beat Evil Shaq to be born? But then what if you're the Evil Shaq?
I am the Evil Shaq. Listen, I am the Evil Shaq. I've just been playing it down. You see me come out next month I'll come out with my cape.
Your villain arc.
My bloody like fangs. I'm gonna be looking disgusting. I'm gonna be looking like MF Doom. I miss MF Doom. That really breaks my heart.
Mask?
I'm gonna bring out my mask,
with
man.
What's
the green hoodie and shit?
Yeah, it's from Dr. Doom. Yeah,
it is Dr. Doom.
Yeah, I was thinking, what the fuck's his name? Dr. Doom, yeah.
But everyone knows MF Doom would be up to Dr. Doom anyway, so it's
That's a.
Rest in peace, Daniel Dumoulin. That really kills me every time that I realise that he's not here no more. That actually hurts. Like, sometimes I get teary-eyed. That fucks me up sometimes.
Hey.
Man.
Hey.
Anyway, sorry. I keep going on deaf. It's too morbid for this.
Yeah. What?
I'm sorry. But
I mean, there is a lot of artists that we've lost.
We've lost a lot, but that's another story. Going back to what I was saying, like, Macklemore he just talk about, I'm sorry for being white in hip-hop, I'll do better. We don't want to hear that. Just rap. We don't want to hear you, like, apologize for being white. You don't got to do that, bro. I really hate that all of his songs are just him apologizing for being white. I hate white guilt. It's the most corniest, like, cringiest thing ever. Shut up. We don't care.
I'll be honest, I don't listen to him at all. I know he has other content other than, like, the popular stuff, which I mean, I've dabbled in, but I don't, like, listen to him.
Yeah, you might throw it on. It might come up on the playlist. You might listen to it.
Probably not.
Not even that?
I curate my...
Curate.
My podcast? My playlists.
That too. You curate the podcast and how you want it to sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I only put on the stuff I want to listen to.
But yeah, he beat Kendrick out in the Grammys. And
I know that. I remember that being like a massive like thing at the time.
Because everyone knew that.
Did Kendrick care?
Kendrick didn't care. But what made it even worse is that Macklemore texts him like, "I'm so sorry, it should have been you to get this award." And it's
no,
shut up, bro. Shut up, bro.
What was that? Was that speaking of the Grammys, was that the whole when Kanye jumped on and
No, that was like 2008.
No, I'm saying, was that the Grammys?
Was it the Grammys or was it the MTV Awards?
What was it? It was Taylor Swift won something over Beyonce.
Yeah.
And then he kind of made a fool for himself.
That was legendary. Bit. I don't even care.
But we love Kendrick.
Listen, if you see Kanye's outfit for that night, that man had a leather shirt on, some Timbs, so I think they were black Timbs, and he was holding a Henny bottle. And security let that man pass. They should be fired. If you see a nigga holding a Henny bottle and he's wearing Timbs and a leather shirt, all right, put that man away. He's going to cause mayhem. Listen, when I was out in uni and I had a leather shirt on, right, and I was rocking Timbs, I was up to no good.
But you did that.
I had a leather shirt in uni. I was up to no good, fam. I was really
You're
ruining.
A deviant.
I was a deviant, fam. I was off the horny juice.
You're a deviant.
I was looking to ruin evenings, bro.
Not just your own.
Not just my own. It's like, listen, somebody's going to jail tonight. That was me.
Fortunately, no one ever did.
No one did. Don't worry. I haven't got my rap sheets clean. I ain't got nothing for me. But
because they haven't found the evidence against you.
Exactly, boy. That's what I'm saying. I'm evil Shaq.
Shall we move on?
Yeah, I'm excited for Kendrick's new album. Hopefully,
I'm excited for Kendrick's new album. Maybe we can, in a couple podcasts time, maybe at like the beginning, we can once we've listened to it.
Like do a review.
I mean, we could do a whole review episode if you like.
Man, listen, I will have a lot to say because I've been in the Kendrick minds.
We could do a whole review episode.
I mean,
if you guys would like that, let us know by liking the podcast, commenting on the podcast, and everything. Because we need you to tell us what you like and what you don't like. Otherwise, we'll just do whatever the fuck we want. Yeah, literally.
Put some bass in your fucking voice and hit the comment section, man. Stop being a pussy.
Don't worry. We're not going to take offence if you call us shit.
I don't care.
But I will find you.
And I will kill you. Next topic.
Can you put Liam over that?
Yeah, I'll go off. Hopefully I don't get fucking DMCA for that shit, but I'll try.
If you get a little...
I'll kill you. I just put that little part in. I just put that part. Right. That should be fine.
We're still learning, guys.
We're still learning.
But should we move?
Man. Like Jimmy wanted to talk to me a little something about him, man. It's been on his mind, man. Especially just regarding like just music and shit.
Yeah, I think. So this is good because I think there's been a few music things that we can sort of link together here and have a kind of a music episode. But I just wanted to get your thoughts on like the use of like samples and remixes in general in music, because I listen to a lot of radio.
Yes.
A lot of just like bog standard radio.
Yeah, so you're one extras.
No, Capital.
Oh.
Yeah, so I don't even go. If I went into one extra, I'd probably have less of an issue.
You're in the Capital Mines. God,
do you know what it is? I like the banter. I like the morning breakfast team. You know Roman. Do you know Roman Kemp?
I've heard of Roman Kemp. Yeah,
he's a funny guy.
Breakfast radio, man. It's special.
It's funny, man.
It's very
funny.
special. I do miss.
They were taking the piss one time, and like for Roman, I think it was his birthday or something, or for something, they bought him like a super rare Pokemon card, and he had to answer questions, and if he got them wrong, it went into a shredder, and he got them wrong, and it went into a shredder, and he was pissed.
Oh no!
You could hear the heartbreak.
They had that shiny Charizard. Fuck.
Like in The Simpsons, when Bart goes, you can pinpoint where his heart broke. You could hear Roman Kemp's heartbreak when that shredder went.
He must be like around our age, maybe a little bit older.
No, he is.
Oh
He ages us.
Yeah, everyone knew that kid with like the card folder with like the massive amounts of like Pokemon cards.
I mean, Pokemon cards in general have become hot shit over the last few years.
They're the new Beanie Babies. They're the Beanie Babies of our generation.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a resurgence recently.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Like to not deviate further, but Logan Paul fucking blew up the Pokemon cards.
Apparently that was fake. Apparently that special card he had. Apparently,
I don't know.
I might be wrong. Facts don't matter. It's a podcast. Facts don't matter on a podcast.
Bro, he has the bread to pay for something like that anyway. So if it's fake, then like that's disappointing because he can actually pay for shit like that. He's breaded up.
Oh no, he's set. He's both set for life. Him and his brother are set for life. But you want to talk about samples, right, and remixes in music?
Yeah, I feel like let me put this out there first. There's ways of doing things where it can be fine. You can remix a song. You can use a sample in music, and it's cool. We like it. You go, okay, I like that little nod to that artist. Stylistically, it works. But when you just listen to like bog standard radio, and you just hear some random samples.
Yeah, you'll just be getting like the cleanest, untouched samples, and then someone's just dubbing over the shit.
Do you know what it is? So there's a song out right now, and like shout out to the people that made it. I don't know the artists, but there's a few of them. And you know that J-Lo Pitbull song from like a decade ago?
Fuck.
Like hit the floor or danced on the floor or something.
Oh fuck. Damn.
And it's got like that kind of like. No, that's just a Pitbull song.
Pitbull's got mad like slaps.
But it's kind of like that. It's like
Pitbull.
Is it like Dance the Night Away or something?
On the Floor?
On the Floor.
I can't think of that one right now.
You'll know it if you heard it.
Oh, I think I know of this one.
But like they play like the melody from that, like the chorus from it.
Is it?
That's it. Yeah.
Yep.
Kind of got like a Euro pop vibe to it.
That is pretty much Europop.
So it's like,
man. Damn.
Okay, that song bangs like, and so my point is, it's like, bro, the song isn't even old. Like, it's not even old to sample.
It's pretty old, bro.
But do you know what I mean? It's like
it's like mid-90s.
It's like no, that song.
Because the J-Lo song sampled a Europop song.
See, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, that's an old song.
See, this is what
bro.
This is what happens now. The samples are being sampled again. Like it's like sampleception.
Fam, it's like Prince said it the best, man. Soon we'll be sampling the sample that sampled the sample.
But that's what's happening.
That's what Prince said.
Do you know what? There's this fantastic Instagram account, and I will shout it because it does shit like this, where it takes like a current song, where like they sampled it, and then where they sampled it, and then where they sampled it.
I love those kind of videos.
I need to find out what is.
Like, you guys know I'm a hip hop head, so I have a bit of a different sort of, thing against sampling. Like, I'm not against sampling at all or remixes. Like, that's a big thing in hip hop. The thing is about the sample now is that where in hip hop we appreciate a creative use of a sample where you can kind of change the context of it to the point where you can grab the snapshot of a song and turn it into a whole different picture. That's like if you go listen to like Mobb Deep's second album, so the Infamous, and you'll take like certain samples from that. Havoc was fucking a genius for some of this. If you listen to
this is what I mean. There's ways that you can sample things and make it a new sound.
Yes, 1,000%.
I feel like in popular music we get a lot of lazy sampling where it's just like you go, I know that song.
Yeah, it's the nostalgia sample. Like the one people do that a lot, man.
When I brought this to you yesterday, you said something to me that was very, 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 very That's it, right there.
Yeah, a lot of UK music relies on sample-based shit, and it sucks because the nostalgia hits get more shine than the raw talent, which I do agree with.
Well, let me put it this way. 100%. What I was saying is like, I don't know the artists of that song. All I know is that they sample that kind of
50 Cent
Euro.
or some shit.
Yeah, but it's like the chorus, and they change the words.
Yeah.
But it's like, that's all I can think about. Like, by the way, this is the dude. It's called it's J Main. It's J Main on Insta.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shout this guy out because literally he has like this format. Like, I don't know if you can see.
Yeah, I can see it.
He'll play one song and then where it comes from and then where it comes from and where it comes from. He does like different formats as well, but that's like the biggest thing. You know the Nokia sound?
Yeah.
Like the do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Bro, that's a classical guitar riff.
Oh, really?
Like from like the early 1900s.
Yeah, it probably sounds. That's probably like an etude or something.
Like it's just a riff on a guitar. Like just like the do-do-do-do-do-do.
That sounds like someone's practicing their scales, but in a rhythmic way.
Bro, that's probably all it
Probably was. Listen, man.
Nothing is original anymore.
Nas said it first. I think he said like nothing under the sun is original.
No.
Nothing under the sun is original. It's already been
What's
done
that
3
thing
times.
on the internet? I know it's is it not rule 34? What's the other one? If anything has been done, or if there is anything, there's porn of it. Or
That's rule 34. If it exists, then there's porn of it.
Yeah, that's an extreme example, yes, but it's literally saying
Just the hive mind of society is so vast that anything you can think of has probably already been said before.
Yeah,
and it's true. It's true, man.
And it's the same with music, because I know like a lot of artists get slapped with lawsuits.
They do.
But a lot of pop music uses the same chords. So
the pop chords. It's like
it's literally. I think it's just four chords.
It's a 4-chord
and
sequence.
like there's only a finite number of combinations if you're using 4 chords. Don't get me wrong. There's a fuck ton of combinations, but there's a finite. You think of how many songs there are created every day.
Well, you got to think. Now we're talking about music theory. Now I'm going to just go out on the limb and say, hey, my music theory is a bit so don't shout at me if I get something wrong.
Fuck it.
Now,
what did you say earlier? Facts don't matter.
Facts don't matter on the podcast. We're just talking shit. Now, there's a lot of ways in how people you got to think of time signatures as well. And all pop music is done in 4/4. There's only a rare case where it might be like 3/4 or something, or 5/4 or something like that. Like Gorillaz got a song called 5/4 on that album, where it's in the 5/4 time signature. So it's difficult to as well as making chords, because you got to think about what key you're in and what that does for the song, because certain keys have she's so cute, isn't she?
She's just laying out, man.
I know.
I'm glad she's chilled out.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just talking about my cat, guys. Yeah, so you got to think about this song is in C, which means that it gives this kind of feel to it, or this song is in B flat, or this song is in A, or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's emotional connotations to the keys, to the notes. Sorry.
Yeah, certain keys will kind of elicit the correct emotions, which is why it's important.
How fucked is that, by the way? We're such sensory creatures.
Fam, that's how it is, man. There's a lot of
that's why pop music's popular, because they literally use the notes and the chords and everything that you go, holy shit, this sounds amazing.
Yeah, it's because your brain likes patterns. So they'll put things in that's really repetitive.
I've got a little fact for you. When the iPod first come out, the shuffle feature was truly random. So it would randomly play a song in your playlist. But Apple got a lot of complaints saying, but I'm getting like the same artist or similar artists like playing back to back.
Yeah.
So to appear more random, they put in an algorithm to avoid stuff like that.
Imagine you got to put in the algorithm to randomize something.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
To make it appear more random, they made it less random.
Yeah, it's like, I went from Bob Marley to Linkin Park, or I went from Linkin Park to fucking, I don't know, Talking Heads.
No, but their point was like they were going from like Bob Marley to another Bob Marley track, and then but that was truly random. Like, it's just a coincidence.
No, that used to happen to me on my Nano.
But like, it's like it just happens.
There's nothing you can do.
Yeah, that's the nature of. But people don't want random. They want a random enough.
Random, so it's like, I didn't see it coming, but I like it anyway.
Yeah.
Like, literally.
Wait, I got Bob Marley twice in a row. That can't be random. It's like,
yeah.
bro, it can happen.
Like,
But imagine how fucked that is. As you were saying, like the patterns in our brain. It's just like, even when something is truly random and something happens as a coincidence, we don't accept that it's a coincidence. We think it's a pattern. It's not.
It's not.
It's a coincidence. And that's why a lot of these things, when we look for signs and patterns in things, and I know we're going off topic here, but they're just nothing to it. It's just it just is what it is.
But yeah.
But that's what we are. We are a curious creature.
We really
love
are.
a pattern. We love solving problems.
We like things that we like be predictable things, but we don't at the same time. We like things to be like predictable within a range, so it feels comfortable to us. Which is
popular music.
That's why popular music's the way it is. That's why there's like a lot of familiar samples, a lot of like familiar chords, a lot of
songs just sounding generically the same.
Yeah, catchy.
Yeah.
You know, that's why a lot of repetitive stuff.
There's nothing inherently wrong with that. Obviously, we won't get into it, but you get into things like copyright laws and everything. But as I was saying earlier, if popular music only uses the same 4 chords, eventually there is a finite amount of ways that you can arrange these 4 chords, so things are going to sound the same.
It's like fucking, what was it?
You think of how many unknown artists there are, as well as like known artists, as in like popularly like famous artists. How many songs do you think get released every single day on like SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple? Thousands.
Like thousands, maybe even. Well, I'd say maybe more than that, but
tens of thousands.
Tens of thousands. Or
I mean, we're talking like every language and every music genre in the world. Yeah, it's probably tens of thousands.
I think about it, it's not even just like you can do it on Spotify as well. You can upload to Spotify.
That's what I mean. Like now, it's so easy for labeled musicians to put their music out there. So eventually,
it's amazing now.
Eventually, there is going to be overlap, and that's why there's so many big artists being slapped with lawsuits.
Fam, like, it's very prevalent in hip hop as well, in terms of like people reusing it, like a very famous sample that so and so used back in the day. Like I remember, I listened to this jazz album called I think it was from a group called Cortex. It's a French jazz album that came out in the 70s, but it's a very, very much sampled album in terms of hip hop. Rick Ross has sampled it. MF Doom, you gonna go? Sorry, my cat wants to.
It's made a weird sound, man.
Yeah, it's a very much sampled album. Rick Ross has sampled it on Dice Pineapples. MF Doom sampled a track on that. I think Tyler might have sampled that album before. There's a bunch of shit. Like there's like a bongo album that a lot of hip hop artists have sampled before. Like it's crazy. Like a lot of people reuse a lot of things, but that's the basis for a lot of things as well.
And also as well is there's a lot of things in a song that would have been sampled that you don't even know has been sampled.
Sometimes that catches you off guard. Like I remember when I was really having conversations with Olivia about music, she was playing like a Destiny's Child song. And I was like, oh, you know that song's a cover? And she's like, what? And I showed her the original.
It's like, is it like Celine Dion's like, there's like a Celine Dion song that's actually originally a Dolly Parton song or some shit like that.
I wouldn't be surprised.
But do you know what? I could have completely butchered the fuck out of that. But again, facts don't matter.
Like a lot of house music samples the shit out of disco.
Yeah.
Like I was going through some sampling credits for like Daft Punk albums, and there's a lot of disco shit that's sampled, but it's sampled so well that you wouldn't even know it's a sample.
It's a new song.
It's literally a new song.
So this is my point, and this is why I wanted to I think there is a massive distinction between smart sampling and lazy sampling.
Yeah, so smart sampling.
It sort of goes into remixes as well, because I think remixing a song it is very similar. There's like smart ways of doing it, and there's like lazy ways of doing it. I think we fall into lazy traps where people go, "I'm going to turn this pop song into a house remix."
Yeah, sometimes you just got like people that grab like a little portion, they might sample it and they might remix it out and whatever. It's weird. Where is the line between that? Sometimes I don't know.
It's difficult.
But
I would say I must have told you before, but are you aware of what my favourite song of all time is?
I know. Don't tell me.
It's on the tip of your tongue. No,
No,
it's not that song.
it's not.
No.
Oh fuck. Sorry, what is it?
It's Otis Redding, Try a Little Tenderness.
Oh.
Now, as I'm sure you are aware, that song has been sampled by Jay-Z and Kanye West
On Otis.
on Otis. And don't get me wrong, I don't think it's smart. It's not particularly smart. I don't mind it.
It's a very weird sample.
It is a very strange sample,
That was like, yeah, Kanye was going through his weird sampling back then.
but I don't hate it. I don't love it. It kind of just makes a new track.
Yeah.
Like, they don't use the whole of it. They just use a little bit of it. They repeat a bit. Like,
Oh my god.
and so for someone that absolutely loves the original, and I love Otis Redding, I think he's one of the best artists ever, best musicians ever, best singers ever. Tragic end.
Yeah, he literally he recorded Singing by the Dock at the Bay a day before he died, didn't
Yeah,
it?
had
Or was
a
like,
plane crash.
yeah, he was young. He was like 25.
Bro, you find a lot of these, like, old soul greats. They die young, bro.
Some of them do. Some of them.
Well, Marvin Gaye died
Oh,
young.
Yeah, fair. I guess young.
He was, yeah.
You like 50? Or was that just before his 50th birthday? Or 51st birthday?
I'm not 100%. I mean, yeah, to me, that's still young.
That's a young guy. Yeah, like
If you're not dying in your 70s and 80s, you're young. Michael Jackson, young.
some people even say the 70s is young. It's weird. Like,
Yeah.
it's weird. But
I mean, yeah, 100%. Yeah.
100% weird. But I think just to kind of round up the sampling stuff, I think there's a way of using it in a graceful way where it's like I've taken inspiration for this, where I've taken a small portion and I've created my own little thing for it where you can recognize where it comes from, but it's not blatantly obvious.
Well, I do think what you said earlier, and I know you said you were talking specifically about UK music, but I think it's just in music in general. It's just like it overshines the actual person on the track.
Yeah, because you're just thinking of, oh, I like this song.
Yeah.
But it's not for the reason of why I like it. It's I like it because it sampled something I liked.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of a lazy way to get someone to like your song.
I mean, it's playing the system, isn't it?
It is playing the system. Like, so UK producers,
It's not just UK producers, bro. It's like, it's just producers.
It's producers in general, but we're just talking about UK because this is very prevalent in the UK in terms of like nostalgia sampling. I think producers in the UK, or just in general, they need to treat their music intake like a healthy diet. They need to not listen to one thing all the time, because that's where I hear a lot of popular UK music. Not all UK music, just popular UK music sounds very similar because you're listening to the same sounds all together.
Funny enough, I will say, Dave's new single that he dropped, Starlight, don't know if you've heard it.
Not yet, no.
It samples Frank Sinatra, Fly Me to the Moon,
Oh, very good.
throughout the entire song. So it's not just a sample, it is actually the beat of the whole song.
I fucking love that song.
It's a female vocalist doing it as well.
I think the female vocalist sounds better on that song, to be honest.
I don't know, nothing beats
I think-
Frank.
I think because I've been watching a particular anime where it ends with that song, and it's been just...
To be fair, I do always think of Bayonetta when I hear that song.
Oh, they really
Because they have
did.
like a techno version.
It's a
of it.
very groovy
Yeah.
rendition of it, and it sounds amazing. Shout out to Hideki Kamiya.
That song is very, 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 very used elsewhere.
Oh no, it's a big
But I
song.
was going to say, Dave actually has, and it's throughout the entire song. And I think Starlight is meant to be like not necessarily a love song, but like a romantic song for a girl. And Fly Me to the Moon. Yeah, it's a romantic sort of.
No, I hear you.
romantic connotations to it. But yeah, funny enough, because you were saying like UK stuff, and I was just thinking, oh wait a second,
So, like,
Dave's a genius here.
like music people.
I don't know if he produces his own music, and I should know that.
You probably can check on Wikipedia. It's like album credits and stuff.
Yeah, of course. There's actually a website for that as well.
Oh yeah, it's definitely. But I think the producers really got to listen to other music that you wouldn't even find yourself listening to.
Well, this is what I mean when I say "Fly Me to the Moon" on a fucking Dave track.
Yeah, no one would see a Frank Sinatra sample on the
That's
Dave
what I
track.
mean. If it works, it works.
That's what I mean. Like, listen.
Like if I'm making a grime beat and I'm sampling garage, like it's not that
far, but you can be creative with it.
You can make it work. I'm just saying, it's just like sometimes you need to go outside your comfort zone, so not listen to like the same shit. So like, for example, this Frank Sinatra. We're talking like swing music here. Frank Sinatra and swing
big band
music.
swing music.
Like, who would ever think big bang swing music going on to a... Like, and I mean, do you know who was great for stuff like that?
Who?
Dr. Dre with like the kind of like some of like the classical notes.
The next episode song was very big band like, a lot of horns.
Classical notes. There I can't remember the song, but there is like is it 50 Cent or something that uses like it is like a Beethoven song or some shit? It was someone around that sort of era of music, so sort of like early 2000s.
People used to sample a lot of classical music around that time.
Yeah.
Tech 9 does it a lot.
But that is great as well. Because what you're doing is you're effectively taking a dead genre of music, because you're not getting new classical music.
Fam, you heard of the song by Sister Nancy called Bum Bum, What a Bum Bum.
Yeah,
bum,
yeah.
That has been sampled a lot in hip hop. So much so that it actually, since Sister Nancy finally got like royalties for that song.
Good.
So she's finally getting paid for the sample. So she's getting paid now, because before she wasn't getting anything. So sampling can be a good thing because it revitalizes a lot of people's careers and also genres of music to get played again and also get noticed.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So like with the dead genre that is classical music, because it doesn't like, okay, there's fans of it, and I'm not saying it's dead in that sense, but you don't get new classical music.
You're not going to a classical music concert.
Beethoven is not fucking cracking out some new music. He's been dead hundreds of years.
You're not gonna find that new Beethoven on Dat Piff. You're not gonna see that shit. Like,
but like for people to sample that and you go, holy shit, they were on some smoke back then.
Some classical music goes off, man.
Very.
Like, you know, I mean, I can imagine like classical music being like the mixtape game back in the day, where someone's like, "Yo, you heard that new Bach, bro? That new Beethoven? Like, yo, put on that Fur-Elise, bro.
You heard that new Mozart? Fire.
Yo, bro, man went da 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 da. You didn't hear that shit? Fam, he did that shit twice in a row, and people were like, nah, this guy's crazy." Or like, I was like, I know people were in like tights and like wigs and stockings and shit doing freestyles to that shit in their room with the mirror.
I had the gramophones.
Classical diss tracks would be flipping hilarious.
Do you know what it reminds me of? You know, on YouTube, epic
rap battles, yeah.
Yeah, it's that kind of vibe, yeah. Like, I'm so sure there's probably a Mozart versus Beethoven epic rap battle. I don't even need to search that. I'm certain it exists.
Imagine like an 8 Mile saying where there's just hella dudes in wigs and stockings and shit.
Like a rap battle.
Yeah, like underground, but like, it's like a bunch of like orchestras just going back and forth.
Hey, that would be fire.
Yo, Beethoven's like, yo, play that fucking C sharp, nigga. Play that fucking shit.
Jeez.
Pick up that double bass bar. I'll slap the shit out of you. I'll bite you with my wooden teeth. No, that's Lincoln.
No, George Washington.
George Washington.
I don't even know if that's true.
No, apparently he did have like some like fake teeth, or like it was slave teeth.
Oh,
The truth's out there, guys.
Okay, moving.
Read up. Anyway, what we got?
Well, I think moving on from like the use of like samples and everything, I did want to talk about like just the state of radio in general. Like as I said earlier, I listen to a fuck ton of radio, and I mean this can just be more of like a sort of like an off spin of the sampling and remixes, because I feel like a lot of these lazy sampling and lazy remixes are just to make radio.
Yeah, of course. And you know what's a really hard pill to swallow for a lot of sort of radio programmers out there, a lot of people that work.
And don't
at
get
radio.
me wrong, I actually love the concept of radio. Like,
No,
it's free music.
Yeah, no, radio's chill, but I think they have to come to terms that they're not on the forefront of breaking new music anymore. Because beforehand,
I mean, were they ever really there?
yeah, bro, there used to be times where like you'll hear a song like a radio exclusive shit.
Yeah, no, yeah, true. Yeah,
Because this is before the internet.
Yeah, the internet stole that from them.
The internet, like now that we have like YouTube, where people can say, "Yo, I'm dropping this shit on YouTube."
It's not even just YouTube now. Like it went from YouTube. It's like just streaming platforms.
The mixtape places
like at midnight tonight on Spotify, Apple Music, where you can actually listen to this podcast as well. Maybe not Apple Music, but Apple Podcast. I'm dropping my album.
That's what I mean.
Who was it like a little while ago? Was it Beyonce that just said, yeah, I'm dropping an album now?
No, Beyonce dropped a surprise album. She didn't like give no press, no nothing.
That's what I mean.
It was just
I'm just dropping this album.
It's like midnight. It was on like iTunes.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean. It's crazy. Like, you don't need the radio anymore to sell your music, and I think a lot of radio people are kind of scrambling to find ways to stay relevant.
They can do, yeah.
Because now you're just playing shit that's already been hot on the internet for like 2 months.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, radio people must have felt so dumb when they were playing Bobby Shmurda, and that shit was popping off on Vine for ages before it got the radio.
Months before.
Months, bro.
But we could go.
Oh, we could go. Like,
is he out now?
Yeah, he's out.
Is he out?
Yeah, he's out.
Oh, that's.
He hasn't really dropped. He's dropped music, but it hasn't really.
Oh, really?
Up to the hype. It hasn't lived up to the hype.
Oh, that's a shame.
But hey, what can you do, man? If you're in prison for that long, man, you might lose your thunder. But shout out to Bobby Shmurda. I like Bobby Shmurda. I think he's Jamaican.
Is he?
The way he dances lets me know he's from the islands. He's definitely from the islands, bro. I can see it.
I can see it in his hips.
I can see it in the hips, bro. Only men from the island have hips like that. I have hips like that. But no, I think radio's lost its grip on like being the coolest kid in the lunchroom, because they're not the people dropping the music before everyone else now. You can't. People aren't really running to radio to say, yo, like play this shit.
Like, even because radio can be used not just for music but also for, like, because there's things like in this, especially in this country, like, I don't know,
like talk shows.
That's what I mean. Like, you have like TalkSport, you have LBC that talks fucking shit ton of politics. But now we have podcasts. Don't even need radio for that kind of stuff. You don't even need that, man. You don't even got to sit. Now, would you rather listen to a podcast or would you rather listen to the radio? Podcast. And I think a majority of people would say that. A
lot of radio now are putting their content in podcasts now.
That's 100% true. Yeah.
So,
and also as well, you can go back and listen to, like, for example, I said, like, the breakfast show. You can go and listen to the breakfast show because it's up on, like, the radio's website. You can listen to today's breakfast show if you wanted to. I don't know why you would want to, but you can.
Listen, man, like, a lot of people have got to catch up with the game now. It's a different game.
But as you said, like, the impact of radio on music, to be honest, I didn't really think about it. It was huge.
It was huge.
But only for a hot sec, though.
No, bro. You have to really look at this in totality. Like, there was a moment in time. Remember, there's no internet. There was no streaming platforms, no YouTube, no nothing. You had to hear your music either on, like, MTV or the radio.
True.
That's what I mean. Like, when you think about radio,
I feel like there was a lot more, like, live stuff back in the day.
No, there was a lot of people going to concerts.
Like, that's what I mean. I feel like you would hear new shit there.
Maybe.
Like, you got to think about it as well. It's just like, were car radios even a thing?
Yeah.
Not as...
How old are we talking, bro?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
Car radios were a thing from, like, the 60s, 70s, maybe?
Yeah, but for everyone?
I'm pretty sure.
For everyone.
Fam, a lot of people had their radios, man. Even in the most bang-up car you can think of, there was radios.
I don't know, man. I'm thinking that's a bit later, you know.
Fam, I'll give you the 80s, bro. Everyone had a radio in their car.
Yeah, no, I'll say 80s.
But, like, that's still...
But we're just talking, like, 80s, 90s then. And then we're talking, like, 2000s, 2010s.
Mid-2000s was probably when it started losing its grip.
Yeah, so I'm talking 2000s, 2010s, and now we're in the 2020s. Like, internet is king.
The internet is king, bro.
That's what I'm saying. When realistically speaking... It was only a hot minute for the radio.
It's only been a hot minute for the internet, though.
Yeah, but who's to throw in that? Where do you level up from the internet?
They thought the same thing with radio.
True.
They thought the internet was going to be a fad. They thought the internet was just going to be for nerds.
I love it.
They're going to look up shit on that. Like, that's what I'm saying, bro.
The same thing about crypto. I love it.
It's coming back. I'm hopeful. It's actually kind of recovering a little bit now, isn't it?
A tad.
Yeah. Oh. But just to continue on with this, because it's kind of interesting. You have to really think about it, man, because obviously I'm a hip hop guy, so radio was very fucking huge for hip hop because you got the DJs that came up from that shit.
Yeah, no, I understand that, and I think the art of a DJ on a radio station doesn't exist anymore. Because the literal description of a DJ is a disc jockey.
Yeah.
They would literally, like, get the discs.
You have the vinyls and shit. Yeah.
You would play the disc. But now it's just like, button,
Well, a lot of it is programmed. A lot of obviously they got that.
It's It's all queued up.
It's all queued up because, like, of course, you got to deal with the execs. Who sorry, my cat wants to come back on my lap again.
She's very needy today, man.
Oh, you haven't got no one to play with. Oh.
That's what I mean. Yeah, I think you're right about the radio.
The radio was a very big deal because that's where a lot of people remember back in the day calling in and saying, "Yo, can you play that song that just came out?"
Oh, what's that little skit? Is it on the you're wearing a Wu-Tang?
Yeah, I'm wearing the Wu-Tang shirt as well. I want to hear that new Wu-Tang shit. Fam, that was it back in the day. Mind you, that was 91. Again and again. Fam, that was 91, 92.
Yeah, and do you know what? I think... Yeah, no, you're right. That's you're right. You're right. Because you ain't hitting that... Because back in the day, you have to call up and be like, yo, can you play that new Wu-Tang joint again? Again? Yeah.
Again. Like, fam, I remember...
Is that Protect Your Neck?
Yeah, it's Protect Your Neck. That was literally the first song they made together.
Was it?
Yeah.
And what a banger that is.
You hit the ground running?
Sprinting. Not even running, sprinting.
Speed of sound.
But they dropped you and you're sprinting. Usain Bolt in the team.
Have you watched the Wu-Tang doc?
No. I need to watch more music docs, man.
I watched the Nina Simone doc. I was crying my eyes out because that shit's tragic as hell. The Wu-Tang doc, I actually teared up with the Wu-Tang doc.
I need to watch the Kanye doc.
I haven't watched that yet. I'm going to watch it soon.
I want to watch that. I
have to find a time where I can watch Netflix by myself because Olivia doesn't want to watch it. She doesn't fuck with Kanye.
Fair enough.
She likes some of his albums, but she don't really fuck with him.
Do you know what? Like, quickly going back, like, Kanye, I know we said it about, like, the Otis, but, like, the Daft Punk, Stronger.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a fantastic sample.
Yeah, it was very obvious, but the drum patterns on that as well. Timbaland helped produce that song as well. He had a lot of producers on that song.
It's a fantastic song.
There's like a clip on YouTube where Timbaland comes in and programs the drums for him.
That must be fucking... That might be in the doc, you know.
It's not in the doc. This is around the time he was dropping his first album.
Is that not... I swear the doc goes from all the way back then.
As far as I've seen...
It's his friend recording it.
He recorded it for like 3 weeks.
And then his friend, like, fell out with it. He fell out with his friend. And then that's why there's, like, a gap, apparently.
I don't know how much they recorded, but as far what I've heard, it's literally just him trying to shop around College Dropout. Because he was making an album and he was shopping around. I think he previewed All Falls Down to a Def Jam rep, and they just didn't give a shit.
Is that a fucking sample?
It's a Lauryn Hill sample.
Yeah, I thought so.
So Lauryn Hill's second album, which was the Unplugged, the MTV album, he sampled that from that. Lauryn Hill, Jesus Christ. It really breaks my heart because
she could have been huge.
She could have been fucking huge.
If she didn't say the things she said, she could have been huge.
What'd she say?
With the fact that her music isn't for white people.
Well, it wasn't even just that. She'd had a lot of drama going on in her life, bro.
No, I know, but I feel like if you want to break into them... bro, if that's your opinion, that's absolutely fine. Like, I'm not going to knock what she's saying, but, like, if you want to be a big recording artist, you're shooting yourself in the foot by saying stuff like that. Hey, man,
listen, like...
No, but you are though. Come on.
She's from New York, New Jersey, and shit, man. I understand. Like,
I'm not getting at what. I'm not getting at. If that's her opinion, that's cool.
We love you, Miss Hill.
I'm white. I love her music.
Listen, man.
But she said she didn't want white people listening to her music.
Can you blame her though? No, I'm joking. Nah, I'm kidding.
Chill.
I'm kidding, bro. Chill. What was I talking about?
We can move on.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's move on. Let's talk about the best decade of music.
Let's do a little quick thing. Little
quick thing, because we're hitting that 1 hour 20 mark, so it's gonna be a pit stop right here.
Little quick. I think we should break this into 2 categories.
Okay.
So best decade that you've been alive in.
Okay.
And then just best decade in general. Because for me, best decade I've been alive in...
I'm gonna say 90s.
I'm going to say the 90s, but like, I don't know if I can count the 90s fully.
Yeah, because I can only remember shit.
We were both born in 94.
Yeah, so a lot of big shit. I wasn't...
So like, I've appreciated the 90s once I've got older. So for me, the decade that I would say I lived through and I love... It's the 2000s.
Yeah.
Because I can remember that music. I remember it coming out. I remember listening to it on the radio, the internet. I can remember hearing songs as they were dropping. 90s not so much. But going back as an older person, I mean, it's very difficult for me. I love like I really like 50s and 60s like soul music. I really love like 80s pop music. I love like 90s hip hop music. So it's really difficult, but it has to be 90s because the 90s had disco music, hip hop music,
and house music,
grime music.
The 90s,
late 90s. I swear you had late 90s grime music.
that was garage.
That's what I meant.
Grime was
That's what I
officially
meant.
born on, was it 2002?
That's what I meant, garage. Don't shoot me. I meant, but that's what I mean. It has to be like when you think of so many of like the popular like meme music that you hear now, and I don't mean meme in like a disrespectful way. It originates in the 90s.
So you're talking like your WAPs, your
It's like 90s based. It's all like.
There's a lot there. Meg Thee Stallion sampled Eazy-E's "Boys in the Hood."
Yes.
Yeah, but that's you can't go wrong with that.
What about yourself?
Favorite?
I mean, alive that you have. I mean, there's an argument for 90s, but I think because
we'll miss that one then. I think one I was alive for. Ooh, that's tough. Because
I mean, there's only two. There's only 2 decades to choose from.
It's because 2010s. Obviously, I got to go out and club to that music.
That's a very good point.
It's a different type of music.
And actually go and see live music.
See live music. Like I remember, did I tell you I saw a Grandmaster Flash live?
No.
I haven't told you that, bro.
I have forgotten.
I was in uni, and it was I think it might have been some student event, but it was in Shush in Brighton, and Grandmaster Flash was there.
Yeah.
And the thing is, obviously, this is when I'm like really listening to my hip hop, I'm listening to all the old shit, I'm learning my shit, I'm learning all the history. I'm losing my fucking mind, because I'm in the same room as like this guy's one of the forefathers of hip hop. Like he was there, like he made, like he was there.
That's so random that he's at a Brighton nightclub, by the way.
No, but he was doing like a set.
I know he's doing a set. No, but I mean it's just
it's very random. But hey, listen, I was hyped as fuck because I'm like I am in the same room.
Do you think the people around you, and I'm not necessarily talking about the people you went out with, maybe those as well, did they appreciate?
No.
Yeah.
They didn't give a shit. It's like, who is this guy? I was like, what? This guy was there for the birth of hip hop.
Man, that's so sad.
Listen, I wish I could have taken a picture, man. I should have taken a picture.
So, but his music isn't from the 2010s.
No, that's from the fucking 70s and 80s.
That's what I'm saying.
But like, alright, if we're talking about just the 20...
Music that was released in the 2000s or 2010s.
Yeah.
I mean, you could say the 2020s, but we're only 2 years into
I'm going to have to say the 2000s because there's a lot of albums from the 2000s that I really, really love. And obviously, I can't really say 90s because I wasn't really there for the 90s so much so.
But would you then say 90s for overall, not based on You're Alive?
You know what? That's difficult because the 70s had some fucking great moments, dude. Like, I've been listening to a lot of 70s shit on my Spotify. Like, I got a whole playlist of just...
Bro, I do the same thing.
Shit.
I have a playlist on my Spotify called Pre My Existence, and it's songs all before I was born.
Oh, shit. That's fire.
Yeah. But, like, anything. Like, random shit. Like, I've got the Beatles on there. I've got, like Sugar Hill Gang on there. Like,
fam, they got fucking Stevie Wonder here. And Stevie Wonder's, like, 70s output.
Yeah. I see Elton John.
Talking Book, Songs in the Key of Life. Like, this motherfucker was going off.
And I see Elton John, fucking David Bowie,
Isley Brothers, Steely Dan, Prince, like Funkadelic, Parliament Funkadelic.
Bro, it's hard, isn't it?
Curtis Mayfield, Michael Jackson, did Off the Wall in like the late 70s. Bob Marley.
Oh, of course, Michael transcends most fucking...
Earth, Wind and Fire.
Yeah. Oh.
This is what I mean. Like, I sit there and I think, you know what? The 70s might have to be my favorite era of music because they had Barry White shit. And Barry White is one of my favorite singers of all time.
Yeah. You don't even need to... You don't even need to go into any detail about that.
I'm playing Barry White at my wedding, bro.
Which one?
Just the Way You Are.
Okay.
That's going to be the song I dance to Olivia with.
Does she know this?
I've told her this like at least 20 times. And she's like, "Dope, I like this song." No, we're dancing to Barry fucking White because he's the best singer of all time.
He's goated for sure.
Very goated.
That voice. Recognisable. I mean, it's so difficult to just cherry pick one.
It's hard, bro.
I think for me 90s because I do love my hip hop.
I do love 90s.
I do also like the trashy pop from then, like even like fucking like Britney's like 90s Britney Spears.
Hey, Britney Spears was fire, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's look at the 90s, right? We got Spice Girls, we got Backstreet Boys.
Bearing in mind, Spice Girls is probably the closest that we'll ever get to like the female version of like the Beatles.
Yeah.
I know we have like Little Mix and shit
No.
But Little Mix don't slap like the Spice Girls.
Fam, they had a video game.
They did have a Spice World.
Spice World. Fam, if you go into a pub right now and say spice up your life, you're getting the crowd started, bro. Everyone's going to be rioting and drinking and pissing and shitting.
They are genuinely national heroes, the Spice Girls.
Listen, man. Who's your favourite Spice Girl? Everyone's got a favourite Spice Girl.
It's difficult, you know, because... Like, I actually really like all of them, but I think back in the day, it was Baby Spice.
I'm Scary Spice.
Scary Spice.
Love Scary Spice.
But they were all...
They were kind of low-key rude for calling the only black Spice Girl Scary Spice. I see what you're doing, you bitch. Not you, Scary Spice, I love you. But I see what you're doing. Yeah, but you did that, you man. Why you do that to black women? Stop that. Anyway. Mark Morrison, Return of the Mac. Someone on Twitter tried to say the song is trash, and I wanted to fight them.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that because...
What's wrong with Return of the Mac?
No, because that's actually annoyed me.
Fam,
the fact that person said that has annoyed me.
I know, it's all crazy. Like, fam, how you saying Return of the Mac
It's not a trash song.
It's not trash.
How old is that person?
I don't know. They must have been like our age.
No, they're younger because there's no way someone our age.
Someone older said that it was trash. I'm like, nah.
Someone older.
Cause I talk to a lot of adults on Twitter.
No, they're lying. They're lying.
You lied to me. That song. Listen, when bro said Return of the Mac, like, you know
when
what?
you hear the intro kick in,
Whoa!
you know the party has started.
Oh yeah. Listen, man, that song is very good song. All right, we got Fugees.
Yeah.
Very good. SWV. Woo!
This is what I mean, man. I can't not. Like, for me,
TLC
is just goated.
TLC.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Jason Waterfalls.
Montel Jordan. Will Smith. We got Jamiroquai. Oh.
People don't like Jamiroquai though.
Why?
I don't know.
How you hate on Jamiroquai?
People don't like Jamiroquai, man.
Who the fuck hates Jamiroquai?
People just don't like Jamiroquai.
Who's told you that?
I've seen comments.
Give me names.
I don't know names.
Dox them. Don't joke. Nah, Jamiroquai is fucking amazing, bro. When man, what was it? What song was it again? I think it was on the first time. When man went, I was like, yo, give this man eternal life. This guy is higher. This guy's fire, bro.
I think this is why I would pick 90s.
I understand you.
If I was alive longer in the 90s, this would be my live album. My live decade.
They got Thong Song.
Yeah. Cisco.
Fam, like I said on like many episodes ago, Cisco did not need to go as hard as he did on Thong Song, but he did it anyway.
And it's banged.
He got a whole orchestra for that shit, fam. Hey. With the violins. I was like, nah.
Oh. And then going into like more hip hop, like he had like peak Snoop Dogg.
Ooh.
Oh, hello, baby. She's very needy.
Very needy. You gonna sit down? Oh, come.
But yeah, man, like I think
peak Snoop Dogg.
Oh, Daft Punk.
Oh yeah, that's when they got this shit started.
Homework. I don't think Discovery was 90s.
2000. No, it was 2000. It was 2000.
It's 2000? No, 2000. Yeah.
Let's see, what else we got? Genuine. Damn, Genuine. CeCe Peniston. You got Invoke.
Mariah Carey.
Bjork. Oh my god.
Whitney
The Prodigy.
Whitney Houston.
Whitney Houston was doing some...
I'm Every Woman. Whitney Houston.
Wait. Wasn't that shot? No.
From the Bodyguards, yeah.
Oh. The Prodigy though.
The Prodigy, yeah.
Fam. I remember watching that video, the Breathe video. I was shit scared. But that song was fire.
But this is what I mean, like, I have to pick the 90s, bro.
On the topic of the 90s, fam, why did the 90s have the most weirdest music videos ever?
Probably because it was still quite new.
Yes.
It was only like the 80s that music videos started coming into. The 90s was probably when it was like mass produced. Like,
yeah, there was a lot of MTV was popping.
Yeah, because if you think
the box was popping.
Like my parents tell me, like they stayed up to watch the Michael Jackson Thriller video,
and that was like 80s.
That was the 80s, yeah.
Wow.
So if you imagine that every single song didn't have a music video back then when you kind of go into the 90s, that's when like every single was coming out with music videos. So they just went like, we're just going to see what works.
I was just thinking about
creative freedom.
There were some really fucking weird music videos from the 90s. Like, I'm just thinking of the Prodigy shit, the Smack My Bitch Up video. God damn. Rest in peace, Liam. What's his name? The front man for the Prodigy, because he passed away like a couple years ago, I think.
Did he?
Yeah, he passed away, man. I was quite sad. You know, amazing guy.
A lot of artists.
Fatboy Slim. Alright, you might be onto something about the 90s, bro.
You, I think the 90s are.
Because I love Fatboy Slim. Oh my god. Oh, my logo. Sing it back.
Yes.
Oh, and you had Mariah Carey.
Is this just a made-up playlist?
Oh, it's a created one by Spotify themselves.
Oh my god!
We do public playlists.
I should check this out.
Oh, you lot had fucking George Michael, rest in peace.
This is what I'm saying, bro. This is what
Boys to Men.
Obviously, I think this whole question is so biased because it's like there's going to be people that are like 40 years older than us that are going to hate have hated the 90s.
No, there are some people that don't fuck with the 90s where they found like there was a lot of Europop and people don't fuck with Europop. How you not fuck with Europop?
It's just fun.
Europop is fun. Just throw that shit on, man, and start doing like some push-ups. So what else is there? Obviously Destiny's Child started their shit off in the 90s.
Yes.
Gabrielle. I didn't know she had a lazy eye.
Yeah,
because of the eye patch and shit, and so normally a lot of her pictures her other eyes covered. I didn't know that. And Olivia was like, "Are you stupid? Like, you didn't know she had a lazy eye?"
I feel like I didn't know that until recently.
Yeah, apparently you got a lazy eye. Oh, Desiree, Lisa Stanfield. Oh, the queen. They had Shaggy. Oh my, you're off again. This cat is so weird. Vanilla. Oh no, I'm gonna say Vanilla Ice.
How we doing for time?
Oh, sorry.
How we doing for time?
Yeah. Oh wow, it was 1 hour 33. You know, we're going off on a mad tangent. All right, let's put a bow on this. Let's just wrap this up.
We'll pick this up next time.
Because we're getting into it. But nah, man.
It's been good, man.
It's been a good episode. This has been fun.
So when we cut, the next 2 episodes that come out will be our anime critique episode and our cryptid top trumps episode. I don't know what the dates would be and how they would fall for that. The Friday the 13th would be Kendrick's album. So we may have to... Because obviously that would be a podcast day, wouldn't it?
That'll be a podcast day.
And that's not the first Friday of May. So we'll have a podcast on the 13th. I mean, we could maybe do like a...
Oh, wait. The album drops on the 13th.
Yes, so we can't do a review for that day because we would have recorded beforehand.
Yeah, we'll have to do it on the Tuesday. So we'll drop.
So yeah, that's what I mean. On the 20th of May, we can do a little Kendrick album review.
Okay.
Like it'll be like episode 24 or something. It can be a Kendrick album review.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you guys feel about that? Let us know if that's what you want. I mean, if you don't fucking tell us, we're gonna do it anyway.
Exactly. But guys, this has been a good episode of the Betwixt Ideas Podcast, episode 22.
It's gone quick today.
It's been going quick, man. What other people have related to that 22?
I just keep thinking that Taylor Swift song.
Oh yeah, that's a good song.
22.
It's a little fun song. Nah, I can't think of anything that's 22 related. But anyway, guys, it's been great. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having fun. Let's do the socials real quick. First off, YouTube. The Betwixt Ideas Podcast. Instagram, the Betwixt Ideas Podcast. Twitter, Betwixt Ideas, at Betwixt Ideas. TikTok, the Betwixt Ideas Podcast. Email, the Betwixt Ideas Feedback at gmail.com.
Give us your feedback.
Give us feedback.
Questions as well. If you give us questions, we might do a segment at the end of each podcast where we read out your questions and answer them.
Exactly, guys. Exactly, man.
We can have some user feedback and I don't know what's the word, like user feedback and like
we just have fun.
we can talk to each other. Yeah, do that. Give us, if you want to ask us some crazy questions, ask us some crazy questions, and we will answer them on the next podcast. But you have to ask us these crazy questions at our feedback email.
Listen, Q-Tip said it best. Do that, that.
And because of that, follow all of our socials as well.
Exactly. All right, guys, have a good one. Peace out.
Bye.
Bye.